Why I just don't believe in 1200 calorie diets. Most of us have been preconditioned to diets so that we can look a certain way. Think about it. Most often when you're picking up a diet, it's just to either fit into an outfit or because you have a wedding or because you want to look good, whatever that is, right? And most often these drastic diets are taken up to fulfill our desperate needs. So when the intention of you taking up a diet is rooted in desperation, I feel the diet has all the chances of doing more harm than good because we restrict ourselves so much with the foods we absolutely love, right? And then, obviously, at some point, we give in to all our cravings and experience so much guilt and resentment afterwards. Now, 1200 calories or even lower calorie diets, they mess up our hunger and satiety hormones all the way back to our neural pathways. And they can cause stuff like constipation and nutritional deficiencies only because your gut microbiome can't deal with it either. So whatever weight you lose because you haven't kept in mind important factors like your gut health and your hormones, you'll eventually, sort of start gaining back all of that weight. Now, we have to understand that eating is not just a biological requirement. This is for everyone who's trying to do calorie counted diets. I'm not saying don't do it. It has its own value, but keep in mind that eating is not just a biological requirement. Our eating habits are highly influenced by our perception of food, our upbringing, and our social stimuli as well. One of the easiest way to understand what we were like as kids and how we were brought up. Every time you're not feeling good or you fall down, your mom picks you up and she gives you a cake or she gives you ice cream as positive reinforcement. Fast forward to how it affects your life today. Whether you're celebrating something or you're feeling like crap, you'll always reach out for the same sweet treat that you felt comforted by. I do this as well. As a child, I remember I have such good memories of my mom baking a cake. I remember just sitting there watching her bake it and, I used to enjoy eating that afterwards. And now I love running back to it all the time. Whether I'm happy or sad, it doesn't matter. This is why it's so important to understand your own food psychology, which basically means how you perceive food. Understanding the process between how and why we eat. Understanding how you feel and think about food or around food. Now, your food psychology, along with your gut health and your hormonal health, are basically interlinked to each other because there's this constant biofeedback happening inside your body, And at the One program, we actually make sure that we get our clients to understand this connection between all of these three important aspects, just so that we can give them a more sustainable sort of a solution. Because yes, you can go on a 1200 calorie diet or an 800 calorie diet or whatever that is, but you have to think about how your body is not a machine. Calories in, calories out sounds amazing on paper. But I've seen so many clients who've been there, done that, and then developed a very unhealthy relationship with food. So please be careful when you're taking up one of those, and be even more careful if you're forcing your daughter or your son to do it. Anyway, guys, if you have more questions, please post them below. I'd love to take them up next.